How's it everyone? Welcome to Bait Tactics. Every minute spent on the bank in preparation is a minute lost for fishing. So let me show you how to make super potent, super convenient little pre-made PVA sticks that you can prepare at home, and when it's time for your session, just clip them, cast them, and you're ready to target those big fish. They save you time on the bank, they're easy to make, and the different recipes that you can use are endless. No mess, no fuss, just big carp fishing made easy. Let's go, buddy! Nothing can beat roasted hemp, and it's an ingredient that I always use everywhere I can. And just to make sure that there's no bacteria on it, I'm also going to roast 2 or 3 crushed eggshells. Then a handful of popcorn. Now put them in a blender and try not to make them too fine. And if you like videos like these and want to see more, please help the channel grow by subscribing, liking the videos, and let me know from which country you're watching from in the comment section. I like to make my own protein meals, and this is some salt cured beef liver, but you can use any meat or fish that you want. Then I added some Chinese fish sauce and fish hydro, but you can use any liquids or attractants that you want. I also like to add some spice hydros, and for this one I use some black pepper, some ground cayenne pepper, then some oily fish meal, but you can also use insect or maggot meal. Then some ground cinnamon, but you can use any spices you like. Some garlic powder, and I like to use the Indian or Chinese garlic. Some chili flakes. Some maize meal to help with bulking and binding. A good quality feeding pellet. You can also add some stick mix or any other ingredients that you want. For this one, I'm using some ground and pound stick mix from Gorilla Bait South Africa. And then a good quality rock or Himalayan salt. Now add all your dry ingredients together. There's no set recipe or inclusion levels. I add equal parts of everything except for the proteins and the spices. And as long as you've got enough starches in your mix, you shouldn't have a problem with binding. And I like to use popcorn as it soaks up flavors very well. It's a good bulking agent and it floats up and down the water column, helping you to disperse those flavors and scents. And like I said, there's no set recipes or inclusion levels. As long as you have enough starch in it to help with the binding, you can basically add anything that you like. Then I add about a tablespoon of each of the spices and about 2 tablespoons of fish meal. Spices are some of the best big carp ingredients that you can get, and I always try to use spices everywhere I can. Now give it a good mix and start adding your liquids. Don't add too much, as we're still going to add molasses as our main binding liquid. Being able to make your own hydros is a very good skill to have, and there's no other ingredients that can super boost and enhance a bait like a properly made hydro can. So please go and check the hydro videos on the channel and start hammering them with your own super potent homemade hydrolyzers. Now mix everything properly, and then little by little start adding your molasses. You just want to give it a light coat just enough to make it bind. The more molasses you add, the longer your breakdown times will be. Now mix it through properly and let it stand for 10 to 15 minutes while it stiffens up. A super effective mix that'll catch you big carp anywhere in the world, any time of the year. Now take your PVA funnel system and start pressing your sticks. For dropping with the boat and fishing in the margins, I like to make nice big ones, and then I make smaller ones for casting as well. And if your mix was made correctly, they should be nice and firm and keep their shape. Super potent little sticks that's packed with all the attractors and feeding triggers that you'll ever need, and they start leaching out all those flavors, aromas and attractors the moment they hit the water. Now leave them to dry for a day or two. Once they are dry, I always like to give them a coating or two with different hydros or other liquids. I'll leave them to dry for another day, after which they'll be ready to be stored away. The different recipes and varieties that you can make are endless, and you can create and pre-make different sticks for different venues. You can pre-tie them in mesh at home, ready to be just clipped and sent downrange when you get there. You can also store them in bags, ready to be tied next to the water. They have very long shelf lives, and you can make a big batch to use on a few sessions. This ensures that you always have sticks on hand and that there's never any wastage when your sessions are done. Safely packed away, ready to target those big lumps of gold. They are super easy to make and super convenient. The breakdown times I get on them is an average of 13 to 15 minutes, which is still in the acceptable parameters. They'll leach out super attractive ingredients, giving you the best chance to hook those fish that dreams are made of. And as always, why buy it when you can make it even better? Thanks for watching, and tight lines.